Yo, what's good boys, it's Marco. So in this video, I just wanted to talk to you about landing your first SMMA client. At least for me at the start, it seemed extremely difficult. I just couldn't get it done, bro. I spent about 2 years like spinning my wheels, cold calling thousands of businesses. I'm talking thousands, and just with little to no success, right? But I discovered something along my journey about like 4 months ago that changed everything. In 7 days, I went from 0 clients to signing 3 like high ticket clients that paid me 3,000 upfront. I'm talking not like just over like a good upfront, 3,000 upfront, 3 clients. I made 9K in that 1 week. And in this video, I'm going to show you the exact step-by-step process really land your first SMA client in just literally 7 days. This is not going to be some like typical like send like 1,000 cold SMS every day advice. This is not some bullshit advice like that. I'm going to give you the exact cool systems that I use myself to scale my own agency to 6 figures and beyond. And you can just literally copy it and sign your first client literally this week. So let's get into it.
And also, if I can just give you one thing for this video, please make sure to watch this till the end, man. Because if you do, I will guarantee you that you will sign your first client literally in the next 7 days. It is guaranteed, man. So make sure to watch till the end and let's get into it. First of all, so I have a Miro board prepared here, and for each and every single day, I will, I guess, give you some action steps, everything you need to do to just really get this to work, right? So let's get into it. So day 1, right? Let's start with the basics. First of all, to succeed, you need a good niche, bro. If your niche is shit, like having a good niche and a bad niche is literally the determining factor of whether you're gonna succeed or not. That's literally it, bro. So if you have a bad niche, you need to have a good one. So if you have a bad niche, you will literally not succeed. How do you even pick a good niche? So a good niche is very dependent on a few things, right? There's a few things to it. First of all, you want a niche that is big, right? You don't want to have some like crazy, like very kind of small niche, like for example, I don't know, like newspapers or something. You want to have something that is pretty broad, like for example, let's say roofing, right? That's pretty big. But you also want to have a niche that is very easily contactable, so you can just find your niche's phone numbers, let's say on Google or in very easily accessible places, not like something fancy like lead databases or something like that. You want to have them very, very accessible, and your niche has to be growing. If it's shrinking, like the newspaper industry, for example, like bro, you're gonna have maybe an agency for the next 6 or 10 months and that's it, then it's gonna die off. So you need a niche that is expanding, like for example, roofing, right? So right here, so for example, roofing, right? For example, here I gave you some I guess niches that are working pretty well right now. For example, roofing, remodeling, siding, fencing, really contractors overall, because the contracting industry is really growing. I mean, there's only more houses being built. Obviously with LA, the LA files going on right now, there's always going to be more houses built, for example, and just overall the US in general, right? In pretty much anywhere around the world. Also, car detailing is a pretty good one, right? I have a few friends that are in there. It's a very expanding niche, right? So you want a niche that is growing, that's pretty big, and you can find your contacts easily in that niche. That's what you want to be looking for, right? And this really falls into that. Now, next thing, day 2. Once you've really picked a niche, I would say just pick one of these ones. Roofing is my one, if you're wondering, and it's been treating me pretty well. Now, day 2, right? To make money, you need a irresistible offer. So the thing is, you're probably familiar with this if you've been in the online space here for maybe some time now. This is Alex Hormozi's value equation, right? What it kind of like, I guess, says is dream outcome times perceived likelihood of achievement divided by time delay times effort to sacrifice. That creates value. And pretty much value is created when pain is alleviated. That's the whole premise here, right? You want to save people time, you want to just make them more money, and you want to do it in a short period of time, and you want to make it like seem very achievable, right? That's kind of like what you want to be looking for. And for example, here's my offer, man. I mean, the whole thing is you want to have a risk reversal, you want to have something tangible, and you want to have a time frame for it, right? That's literally like what this kind of like, I guess, says, right? This value equation. Here's mine, for example. I charge 3K upfront for this. I guarantee my roofers 45 guaranteed appointments in the maximum 90 days, which breaks down, if you do 3,000 divided by 45, comes out to like roughly $65 per appointment. I also tell them you don't pay for unqualified appointments. If I get you a bad one, you don't pay for it. I will refund you that appointment. If it takes us longer than 90 days to generate 45 appointments, we continue to work for entirely free until that's been delivered. And even also give them an ROI. Like this would be also pretty much, this offer right here would probably be good enough to make you a ton of money. But I want to just really kind of go over the top. So I also give them a ROI guarantee or a full refund. If they don't make their money back in that 90 days, I will give them a full refund, everything they paid to me. Full refund, everything that gets paid to Facebook. And on top of that, $1,000. So I tell them on sales calls. So the worst thing that can happen with working with us is that you'll be $1,000 richer and that you get 2-3 months of free advertising. That's the worst thing that can happen. That's backed by a legal contract. It's backed by a payment that is made on your credit card. So worst comes to worst, you just dispute the payment, right? So you're on the safe side with this. That's literally what I tell sales calls, and they buy every single time, if I say it this way. So yeah, this is my offer. This literally follows this value equation right here. So if you want to just copy and paste me, do it. I would really recommend to like add your own spin to this. I just wouldn't really just copy and paste what I guess, already running, because you're going to be competing with me. And I will like usually, because if you do copy me, I mean, you'll be just competing with me and I'm gonna blow you out of the water. So add your own spin to it. Now, the thing is, like, it's really impossible to say no to this offer, right? Because if you say this and people trust you, this is like the basic, you need people's trust. If they trust you and you give them this offer, like, nobody can say no to it, bro. It's impossible to say no. Yeah, this is kind of like the offer side of things. So this is when it comes to day 2, right? You pick your niche, so this is what comes out to day 2, right? You pick a niche on day 1 and then you make a very, very irresistible offer for that niche, right? Now, then we move on to day 3.
So guys, we'll get to the video here just in a second. Just real quick, do you want to scale your own agency to like 10K months and beyond without kind of having to start from scratch, kind of like figure everything out yourself? Well, we actually have Max go from 0 to hitting his first 10K month literally in his first 30 days before working with us. And also Evan right here, go from 10K per month to like 50K per month in just literally 40 days. Pretty insane. If you want a proven system to like scale your own agency like Max and Evan with your exact profitable niche and high ticket offer, there's a link in the description. First link, just click the link, book a call, and then we can just see what we can do for you, bro.
The thing is, now it's really time to prepare, I guess, your outreach system, right? Because to get appointments, you need people to outreach out to, right? So while you're doing, I guess, your kind of lead list building, kind of like doing your niche research, you will really learn a lot about your niche, how they think, where they hang out. Like, for example, are they on Facebook? Are they on Reddit, social media? Like, what kind of social media they're at, right? And how they would want to get approached. For example, let me give you an example. You would never, for example, reach out to a gym owner, just if you were to looking to go to the gym niches as an example. You would never reach them on LinkedIn, because that's just like not where they hang out. They hang out on Facebook and Instagram, but you just won't find them on LinkedIn at all. That's just an example here, right? Now, if you picked one of the niches I recommended earlier, which are mainly local niches, I would highly recommend to use Google, like just Google Maps pretty much as the lead source, or just the BBB. If you don't know, BBB is the Better Business Bureau. It's kind of like a lead, what do you call, like a business directory where you can just like find a ton of business in there. So these are the best places where you find your leads for lead sourcing. Now, I wouldn't say like, bro, if I can just give you one thing, avoid tools like D7 Lead Finder or Apollo when it comes to local businesses. I can tell you every like Iman Gaji kind of like fanboy has used these tools before and they're so oversaturated. Like, if you contact leads from those places, you will just get fuck offs. Like, nobody's going to reply to you at all. They're going to curse you out and you'll just not book any appointments. So don't use these. When it comes to scraping leads from Google, I would highly recommend to just use Instant Data Scraper. It's a Google Chrome extension, works amazingly well. Also have it installed literally right now. Very, very good when it comes to scraping leads, right? So yeah, so really spend some time to really building your lead list, because in the next step, we will be reaching out to these people. That's what we do on day 4. So on day 4, obviously to close sales calls, you need to wait to get appointments on your calendar, right? So you need appointments. Now, most importantly, you need to get appointments and sales calls on autopilot. You don't want to be kind of cold calling yourself and do all that stuff. I did it myself, bro. I spent like about a year or 2 years, like literally cold calling myself the entire day, like dialing up 200 people per day in the painting niche back in the days. Yo, don't do this, bro. You will hate your life, bro. It was miserable. So you don't want to be doing this yourself. So you need to be getting people to call your leads for you. I have setters. I have a team of about 10 setters myself right now. And what I do every single day is I kind of just like send a voice note into the group chat of the setters. I tell them, hey boys, let's fill up the calendar, and I give them some, maybe like something to announce, whatever. And every single day, my calendar is full with like 8 to 10 meetings every single day. I just take them. I just close 1 or 2 clients per day, and I just make money. So you never want to be calling people yourself. That's so low leverage. Because imagine if I were to compete with you, you're cold calling yourself, you're cold calling roofers, and I have 10 setters doing cold SMS for you. Not only do I have 10 times the output, but I have a better outreach method. So I will, again, blow you totally out of the water if you were to compete with me. So you need like people to do the shit for you. And also, if you do this, you need volume, bro. It's all about volume. So you need to like get a lot of appointments to make a lot of money. That's the whole premise here. If you have like 1 appointment on your calendar, whether I have like 10, like regardless, if you're the best closer on earth, if you close this one, it's cool. But if I close at an average rate of 20%, 25%, 30% maybe even, I will still close 2 or 3. So you need volume, bro. I said it in every video. You You need volume to succeed. You need volume to succeed, bro. That's so basic, but it's so true. If you don't have volume, you just make it like so difficult on you. If you don't have volume, you just make it so difficult on yourself, bro. You need the volume to make money. It's literally so simple. To make a lot of money, you need a lot of appointments. To close a lot of clients, you need a lot of appointments. To make a lot of money, you need a lot of clients, bro. So hit the volume, man. When it comes to this, I would say start sending like 2,000 cold SMS outreach every single day. I mean, you can like do this in every niche pretty much, every local niche at least. And this should really fill your calendar to the brim. Now, if you're wondering, my own script when it comes to like cold SMS is the following right here. As I was saying, I wouldn't recommend to like for you to just, as I was saying before, don't copy and paste this. You will just literally harm yourself because I already blasted this exact copy to the entire roofing niche. So it's not gonna work for you. So change it up. But if you're wondering, it's just the following. It says, hey, it's Josh. Found you on Google the other day. I wanted to see if you're open to a simple, low effort partnership. I can bring you an extra 9 remodeling jobs on a pay and results basis, even during these times. Can I share some more info? Super simple. You know, this exact script code follows the exact like value equation that Alex Hormozy also like laid out, right? It's dream outcome, 9 jobs, likelihood of perceived likelihood of achievements on a low effort partnership, right? Time delay, it doesn't really take time delay, but yeah, effort and sacrifice, obviously low effort again, you know, so it literally follows this as well. So yeah, as I was saying as well, do not do outreach yourself because you would just really be spinning your wheels and you want to be hiring setters. If you also want me to make a video on hiring setters, I will make one. Just drop a comment. I have like probably the best guide when it comes to hiring setters. So yeah, let me know and I will make a video. Now, then you move on to day 5. So once you have outreach running, once you have setters calling your leads, once you have your calendar kind of stacked, it's all about sales now, right? So what I can tell you, man, most agency owners can't close for shit. And the reason being is that they are a no one. Like, no one knows them. They're a no name. That's literally it, bro. So you want to ask yourself, man, how often have you bought something from someone online after the first time seeing them? Probably never. Like, whether you bought a course, let's say from, I don't know, like from a guru or something, say it's Iman Gaji or Tai Lopez or so, you probably didn't buy something from them the first time you saw them. You probably had some, at least like 10 touch points with them. You watched their video, then you saw their ad, then you kind of saw, maybe you bought like a low ticket offer from them, then you bought the big thing, you know? You don't buy something from someone after you see them the first time. You do your research, you make sure they're legit and all that stuff, right? So the whole key to sales is your prospects, having your prospects trust you, bro. Like, even if you have the best offer in the world, if someone does not trust you, it's over. Like, so the thing is, you can have the best offer and no trust and you will not close. Or you can have a shitty or like a mid offer and like a lot of trust and you will still close way higher. This is the exact same thing as well, bro. Like with the value equation, if this is missing, which is perceived likelihood of achievement, this is pretty much trust here. You can't like close on value. Pretty much this would be the close on value, right? So you need all 4 to make the sale here. And the way you build trust is literally by just spamming prospects prior to the call with like social proof. I'm talking like testimonials, VSL, news articles, anything that's like proves that you're a legit person. Like what I do with my people, with my prospects at least, when someone books a call, yo, I blast these guys with VSLs, I blast them. In every single reminder, I send them reminders 24 hours before, 6 hours before, 1 hour before, 10 minutes before. Every single reminder has my VSL in it. I tell them to watch this. Because I know if someone watches my VSL before the sales call, they will close, bro. They will close because that VSL builds the trust I need from to close on the call. And the thing is as well, you don't want to be like having like a ton of follow-up calls and do like custom offers and change something in the contract or whatever. You want to close people on one call because they trusted you with no further like sales calls. Obviously you want to have onboarding calls, but not sales calls. Thing is like, because while you're hopping on follow-up calls or whatever, I close people on their first call talking to me. And I'm able to do that because they already trust me before they even got on the call. Now, I will not go kind of extreme like depth into kind of like what script I'm using, but if you want my exact sales script, I did actually uploaded a video about a few days ago, I think about a week ago or so, of literally me closing a deal. It's totally a unedited sales call of me literally closing someone from 0. It's literally just a sales call, like I think 60-minute sales call of me just literally closing someone from the introduction to them paying me on the sales call, $4,500 upfront, right? I even like showed the screenshot at the end where he paid me $4,500 upfront. So if you want to kind of take a watch, so if you want to just have a watch at that video and see what script I'm using and how I sell, making sure I'm also gonna like link it here somewhere or in the description as well. It's totally unedited and totally raw. So now a couple of things when it comes to like overall, I guess, sales. So objections are not real, bro. That's just what you have to understand, bro. If someone is telling you, oh yeah, I'll have to like think about it, I'll have to like do my research, it's bullshit. What you have to understand, if someone tells you they need to think about it, do their research, talk to their fucking dog or whatever, it's bullshit. It's not real. The only reason why someone wouldn't buy from you is because if they don't trust you, or if they don't genuinely don't have the money. Those are the only two reasons. Like anything else is like literally 99% of the time just BS. Someone telling you they need to think about it is not real. Like you don't have to think about things. You can just think about them on the call while you're with them, you know? That's literally it, bro. Because what happens is if you let someone go while they're thinking, because bro, the thing is, if you're gonna call someone and they tell you, oh, I have to think about it, whatever, you let them go, what will happen once they get off the call? They'll start thinking about the doubts and like you scamming them, you know? So you can't let people go off the hook because they're just gonna think about the things that they don't like about you and your company. So it's not real. Handle it on the spot, because if you don't, like people don't handle their objections. You need to handle them for them. And same thing as well. You avoid all of that by deciding standard MBSL testimonials and also the social proof before the sales call. So do this, man. This is such a game changer. Now, a couple of things about this is like probably some extreme sauce right here as well. It's all about how you position your offer. If you position your offer like everybody else, like the average scamming agency, you're cooked. Like it's not gonna work. So you need to make yourself look as different as possible from the rest. You need to really, like, if someone is here, you need to be like here, or even like here. Like it's totally, you can't even compare it, you know? It's like comparing, you want to be uncomparable like bananas and apples. You want to be like so different from each other that it's just like not a totally different kind of thing. Now, the way I do this personally is I tell people, hey, we're not the average marketing agency, we are growth partners. We don't just like, we're going to ask, we do this and this and this for you. We do hiring for you. We help you all of the other stuff. Now, whether we do it or not doesn't really matter, because maybe we do it later than the point, but you just want to like give them a feeling that you're different. And even if you watch my sales calls as well, you will see the way I talk to people is so different to like what the average kind of agency does. Because like, bro, what like most people do is they just kind of like pitch people, oh yeah, we'll run a Facebook ads for like 2,000 a month. That's their offer, bro. Like ask yourself, would you buy that? I hope the answer is no. And when it comes to like price and everything, I actually have some price anchoring techniques as well. So I have 3 different package sizes, one cheap option, like one middle option, and one like extremely expensive one. Now, I don't really plan on selling the like super expensive one. It's like 10 grand for like a year. I don't really plan to sell it, because it's just to have it there. So your prospect think, oh yeah, these guys like they sell something super expensive. So like kind of like positions you as like higher value, if that makes sense. And you need to like frame the retainer or the PIF correctly. So most people cancel retainers because they don't attach any value. Like I was saying, people are just gonna like kind of sell, yeah, we'll run your Facebook ads for 2,000 a month. You know, like what is that, bro? Like, nobody's gonna buy it, you know? So what I do instead is I tell them exactly how many appointments they will be receiving. Therefore, they know what they're actually paying for, and there's value attached to it. So as I was saying before, here, for example, in my offer, if they go with the with the lower package, which is 3K for 45 appointments right here, they are getting this. That's what they're paying for, right? 45 in 90 days, or 3,000, 65 bucks per appointment. That's a good price for appointments. If you ask the roofer or a contractor, hey, would you pay $65 per appointment? They're going to tell you yes all day, because I position it this way. There's value now. So that's what you want to understand. That's what you need to understand. Now, this is all well and good, bro, but I will also give you some extreme sauce right now. So you never want to let people get off the phone with at least some sort of commitment, bro. Now, it doesn't mean that they have to like pay you 3K up front or something, or sign a contract. You can do it in a more smooth way, right? That's what day 6 is dedicated for. So really, I guess like mastering sales in a sense, or being a demon on the phone. If you let someone go and they haven't paid you on the first call, they were probably not close. Let me explain why. What you have to understand, as I was saying before. So if you let someone go and they haven't like paid on the first call, they will probably not close. Let me explain why. As I was saying before, the only reason why someone can't close is because they don't trust you or the price is too much. If you let them go, they're gonna start thinking about what you told them on the call, and they'll start thinking about your price, that it's too much, that they don't trust you, and therefore they will not close. What you have to understand, the sales goal is kind of like planting a seed in your prospect's mind. If you plant it out, the doubt is gonna grow after the call once you let them go. If you plant it with trust, they will pay on the call. That's what you have to understand. And also, you want to like shoot for at least a deposit. As I was saying, you never want to like let them go without any commitment, even if it's just like $100. So when it comes to like getting commitments and whatnot, you want to take a refundable deposit. Just tell them, hey, yeah, just so I can hold your spot here for the next week or so till you're ready. Are you open to just putting down this like $100 refundable deposit? Worst case, you tell me, hey, if you don't want to do this, I'll send it right back to you. No hard feelings, but is that cool? You know, just asking that, and then you'll just get it if you kind of built the trust beforehand, you know? Yeah, because you need some sort of commitment always, else you'll just like waste your time following up with people that are just gonna ghost you. That's the whole thing. I've did this so many times. People tell me, oh yeah, I'll buy tomorrow. I'll pay you tomorrow, right? And then they just don't pay, and then they just ghost you. You need like days commitments. Even bro, like literally what I can tell you, even if someone tells you, oh yeah, I will pay this in 1 hour, tell them no, deposit, I will not accept this. I've had it so many fucking times. They'll tell me that and then they just ghost me. Take deposits. Well, that's what I can tell you. Also, incentive-based pricing, you also get commitments on the call, which also pretty well, where pretty much you just give them a like pretty big discount if they sign up today. So what you just tell them, for example, hey, John, normally the price for the program is 10K, but for people that are actually takers, we actually do it for 4.5K if you sign up today, right? Or something like that. That's also like give them a pretty big incentive to really sign up with you today. Works pretty well. Now, in day 7 is really just like making your clients money, man. This is, I guess, like the final step to this. So after you signed your first client, it's time to like make them a fuck ton of money. So service delivery is what I can tell you, arguably the most important aspect of your business. Let me explain. If you have a bad product, if you sell something that does not work, you don't have a business. Let me repeat. If you sell a product that does not work, you don't have a business. So what do the most successful companies on the planet have in common? Apple, Google, Microsoft. They have the best products on the market. That's why they're the biggest. So what you have to understand, you need to master this aspect of the business because this is like the highest level. First of all, you will get more referrals. First of all, you can show people on sales call that what you're doing is working right now. You can have people call up your existing clients, talk to them for a few minutes and then pay you, because if someone is able to talk to your existing clients on a sales call, they will trust you indefinitely, man. It's so leverageable. It's so high leverage. And also as well, you will just like feel better overall, because if you're just signing on these clients and you're just like taking the money, not making them any money, you're gonna feel like shit and you're gonna hate your life. You're not gonna like want to run this agency. So you need to master this. And also for this part as well, I recorded a banger, like I'm talking a banger service delivery video also on this channel about a few days ago. Give it a watch if you already signed your first client or if you're about to. It's fucking insane. So, but yeah, service delivery is so important. Because you know, most gurus will like tell you just focus on marketing without focusing on the product, and that's just so wrong, man. Like it's just not just it's not just unethical. It's just like it's just not like how you run business. You know? Yeah. Like if your product sucks, then your business sucks. That's like the whole premise here. And as I was saying, I recorded the best guide here in the service delivery. So as I was saying, also recorded the best guide in the entire world for service delivery. So make sure you watch it. I'll link it here or somewhere here on the screen. So yeah, and I expose in that video like the entire system, how I'm able to really get results just like this. You can see I launched this I took the screenshot about 1 day ago. Launched this client's campaign on the 20th of August, about 4 months ago. He has gotten in 4 months 544 leads at $13 each per lead, and about 200 appointments, right? This is like 164, but those were self-booked people. I booked him an additional 40 appointments or whatever it was. So he closed a fuck ton of jobs. I think he closed about 65 jobs or so. Roofs that are 10 grand minimum each. So he made like almost $500,000 or something. Pretty insane. So yeah, this is really it when it comes to all of this. So this is really, I guess, the 7-day system that you need to really sign your first client. This probably looks like a mess now because I like drew all over this. But follow this, man, if you want to sign your first client this week.
So there you have it, the exact 7-day blueprint to land your first SMMA client. Bro, if you follow this step-by-step system, I will guarantee you that you will sign your first client literally in the next 7 days. It is guaranteed. But here's the thing. I mean, you can obviously try to do it yourself, unhelp yourself, and really kind of try it on your own. Or if you want my help, kind of, I guess, take the path I took myself. If you scroll down right now, in the description, there's going to be a link to book a call with me. On the call, I'll personally just analyze your own agency, like your current agency, and really build out your custom game plan how you can hit those 10K months and beyond, right? And I'm going to be literally giving you the exact game I use for myself, and I just don't want anybody to make the mistake that I made, just like wasting months trying to like figure it out on my own, just be wasting a lot of time. So yeah, scroll down right now, click the link in the description, and then I'll talk to you on there. Also, check out this video right here, where I really break down my 30K per month case study, and just really also share some incredible sauce. And yeah, make sure to like, subscribe, and like, and I'll see you in the next video. Take care.